And we're back here once again with another episode of the MSK show, and this is going to be episode 442. So I hope you guys had a great day, and I hope you guys have a great weekend that is ahead of you. And in this episode of the MSK show tonight, we will be doing at some point later during this episode of the MSK show, we are going to be doing a Batman issue 3 comic book review. Now, last week we were supposed to do a Batman issue comic book review, but Jared had said, MSK, I don't read comic books, they're for losers, and if you buy them, you're a nerd. And I was like, that's also true. So that's why we didn't review an issue of Matt Fraction's Batman run last week. No, I'm kidding. That's because last week we had J Heat on. That's why. So
you're goddamn right.
So I hope you guys honestly had a great week. You made it to the weekend. It's Friday. You have jobs and you got shit to do. But I want you guys to truly understand this, because we had something big that happened yesterday that ended up happening, and we'll get into that in just a moment here. But just to see all these meltdowns is hilarious.
Bro, I was at a hockey game at the time, so I'm checking my Twitter and I'm like, the hell just happened?
By the time you check Twitter, you're thinking like World War III just happened.
Oh yeah 100%.
I was laughing so hard at all these posts. Like, I'm not even gonna talk about like the politics of it all, like right now in this episode, but just the aspect that you guys operate under in your mindsets. I just want to point this out because people always call me mean. I am. You are all stupid. You are dumb. Morons. All of you. Most of you guys are just idiotic people. The crazy thing is I actually read threads from, people's like tweets, and I actually read tweets where people had said, man, DC, they really let me down. Warner Brothers, they really let me down.
This is a brand. What are you even talking about? These
are the people that have too much of a emotional attachment to corporations, and I'm like,
parasocial is more like it.
Yeah, very much so. But it's like
that's an
there's so many people that are like, oh my gosh, DC is over now. They're gonna be owned by Paramount, and I go, oh my god,
Jesus Christ. Because J-Heat and Jared have told me this. MSK, try to be less mean. It's so hard when I read your guys' comments on Twitter to not just want to just throw my phone at a wall, because I can't believe people actually talk like this. It's almost as if they talk in this way of like, I'll explain this right now. Okay, I'll use the Scream situation with Melissa Barrera that happened like last year.
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys like her. Keep in mind, she's very pretty. I will give her that. I love my Chikorita, Bonita, Cochina. I love all these women, right? I love my Chikoritas. But outside of that, outside of Spanish loving, and I love tacos too. Ana de Armas, give me some loving. Okay, all jokes aside. So let's just say this right now. Melissa Barrera wouldn't give a flying fuck. I know this based off how women act and how people act in general. They wouldn't give a flying fuck if you died. So if you are out there boycotting a movie, or for whatever reason, you can do that. That is your First Amendment right. You actually can do that.
Solo.
Do you guys think she cares about you? Do you really think she actually gives a fuck about you? She doesn't even know your name. She doesn't even know your fucking social media handle. She couldn't, like, if you croaked right now, you went to the floor and you died of like a heart attack. I'm not saying you should or you are or you will. Well, Jared just died in front of me. Good Lord, man.
Yeah,
he died of cringe, apparently.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, I just don't get this. Like, this weird affection people have for like these celebrities and personalities.
Or like they have to agree with me politically. And I'm like, they're people. Well, here's the thing. Do you really want celebrities to agree with you politically when 9 times out of 10, they're uninformed group of idiots ever?
Yeah. Here, I'll give an example of it. That whole, oh my goodness. He was, oh, fucking hell. It was after the Charlie Kirk situation. It was with that Jimmy guy, Jimmy Falcon. What his name? Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Falcon. He's Captain Falcon.
Falcon punch.
God. So Jimmy Fallon.
I had to.
Jimmy Fallon was making this big thing about censorship and Trump and all this bullshit and yada yada yada. And then come to find out, the Biden administration was actively censoring, YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff. You know what's weird? Apparently, these celebrities don't like censorship, but then when it was actually revealed that legitimate censorship was happening, crickets, nothing. Actually, just it's like what the Roadrunner does.
Beep, beep,
He's
beep, beep.
trying to it's scattered. That shit was they were gone. You people are crazy. I found it so funny, all the meltdowns. It was just hilarious to see. People are talking about fascism and all this bullshit. And it's just so hilarious to see all these breakdowns.
Most
So, guys,
people saying fascism don't know what the word fascism actually means. It's literally that meme from A Princess Bride. You keep saying that word. I don't think you know what it means.
I just don't understand some of you guys out there freaking out about this. Like, okay, so there is plausible reason, like there's factual reasons why this is technically bad, right? So before we get into that, we'll just do intros really quickly, and then we'll just start talking about the Paramount WB situation. Then around like the 25-30 minute mark, we'll just get into the review. Okay, so Jared, how was your week, man? How are you doing so far?
My week was good. I'm just reading some Justice League Dark and just like hanging out, hopefully just like waiting for the next meltdown to happen, because I always find it so hilarious.
Jay Heat, how you doing, man?
Yeah, pretty good, man. Flame on. I had a pretty good week as well. You know, just went to the gym, read some comics, and I'm just like I said, it's good to be back
What
with
did
the
you work
boys.
out? I did shoulders yesterday. I was fried.
Hey, I did shoulders, chest lifts, cardio. Man, I do a full set, man. And just
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I know you guys are probably going to want us to do an actual individual video about this, and we will do it at some point. Maybe not on these
when the
Friday
heat
shows,
when the heat dies down, and
Yeah,
that's coming
because-
from me.
Yeah, because like right now, there's so many other things to talk about too. It's like this happening is like fucking hell. It's like so. I'll have us for the next like let's say 20-ish minutes cover this. So essentially, Paramount finally won out in their bid to get Warner Brothers because essentially what happened last week, because we actually did a video about this, me and I think the other old guy, Joe, we actually did a video about this because this ended up getting revealed. Warner Brothers gave Paramount one more chance to give them a better offer than what was already offered. Netflix's offer was they wanted basically HBO Max and I think a few other things. Netflix's deal did not include the cable TV stuff. And hey, I know you might not like Netflix. Keep in mind, I agree with Netflix on that. Nobody and their mom wants CNN. Just pointing out, I don't watch that for free. I just couldn't imagine in my brain someone paying for that garbage. So Netflix essentially didn't want their linear cable networks, and that makes sense. They're a streaming platform. It makes perfect sense why they wouldn't want cable package a part of a deal. So their deal was like $88 billion for the company. So Warner Brothers is like what $80 million in debt. So
Not arguably 9 trillion.
good lord, if you talk maybe going off inflation, that'd be just insane, right? But
Right.
I think Netflix was going to buy them for like $88 billion, and that would have pretty much wiped out all their debt and everything.
Complete buyback.
Yeah, crazy. And then Paramount, essentially what made their offer sweeter was they wanted to buy everything. So Netflix wanted like a few parts. Paramount wanted everything. And Paramount's initial deal didn't look as attractive as Netflix's because Netflix even put it out on their website. It's still up on their website right now. Go look at it. They announced that we're going to be merging with Warner Brothers. They actually announced it on their website and social media pages. Now, we come to find out Warner Brothers entertained Paramount's new deal. They gave them 4 days. You have 4 days, make me a better offer. And they did. And then Netflix basically went, you know what? We're not going to.
We're backing out.
Yeah, we're just not going to deal with this. They can go with Paramount if they want. So Paramount now, pending on what's the thing people keep saying with the government? Oh my God,
Commission, the
Yeah.
FCC.
Yeah. It's like pending any investigation into it being a monopoly, they'll
right.
go through with it.
Yep. So pending on whatever the government sees in it, as far as like a monopoly or an overreach and any of that stuff, which is really weird. You know, I'm not one for that stuff, but I will be fair here. People know I'm always fair. It's so stupid of people to call this a monopoly when literally Blizzard it just merged with Microsoft like last year.
Also, these people were not throwing this word around with Netflix.
You know, Netflix literally buys everything. I mean, I'll give you an example. That Knives Out franchise when they had their first movie, which was good. I like the first Knives Out movie. They just bought them for $400 million. Like Netflix themselves buys up everything.
Oh, Ryan Johnson's Rebound franchise after he tanked Star Wars to the ground.
They just they're just buying everything. Shit could be like a lemonade stand. Give me
I'll get
10 million.
Netflix is basically South Park if they could stand on their own. They got FU money.
Yeah, and the thing here is, I think there's pros and cons with all of it. You know?
Of course.
Now, because a lot of idiots. Come on, guys. I'm not trying to be mean. You made me this way.
You're not trying to be mean?
Okay.
No, this is surprising to me.
I'm not trying to be condescending or an asshole. I just happen to always come off that way.
You just happen to always be a
yeah. And to be fair, not essentially hot, rich, good looking. That's all part of the package too. But no. All jokes aside, guys. Okay, these people who talk about this stuff. What's the best way of explaining it? I got it.
They have no idea what reality's like.
That's true. That's actually tip 0. Understanding what reality is. So, like females, right? Women typically are single issue voters when it comes to like politics, right? Single issue voters, right? Which is a basic thing, right? Nothing super in depth I need to go about. Women are just kind of single issue voters, right? That seems to be the thing with a lot of these weird, cringy comic book fans that are blowing up on Twitter about this. Are you guys just like that linear with your thought process? It's only just you only care what happens to DC. Do you not understand the implications this could have, whether Netflix or Paramount bought Warner Brothers? What's crazy is not everything is about DC. People are trying just, Harry Potter makes more money for Warner Brothers than I would argue DC has ever done, right? Barbie, a movie that just came out a few years ago, made more money than every single DC movie that has been released ever. Barbie, the fucking toy with Margot Robbie. Like, people, what about my DC Comics? Comics haven't been profitable in checks notes. I couldn't give you a time frame. Forever.
Logistically, they have not been profitable since the again, I guess that would be considered the Bronze Age, late 80s, early 90s. After the initial comic collapse of 1991, they have not been considered a logistical profit. That was 35 years ago.
At most, they're floating above water, and that's breaking even, which is not profit, which is what you're saying. So,
they're breaking even, unless you repurpose it as like miscellaneous and merchandising stuff like that.
Right.
But comics on their own, without redistribution, without rebranding them logistically, they have not commissioned an actual profit since the collapse of 1991.
With me, it's like I was more on the Paramount side. Here's why. Because here's the thing about that. Of the two, let me be clear, of the two, because I did not trust in Netflix to keep the publishing arm of DC going, because as anyone that has observed Netflix knows, they don't like physical media. So it's like, at that point, it's like, of the two, in terms of that, it's safer. Is it a shitty situation either way? Yeah, it is. But of the two, it's a lesser of two evils type scenario.
Agreed. Now, if Universal was in this bid, we would have a completely different conversation. But
it's just the other thing to bring up with like a lot of this stuff is people are such single issue minded when it comes to this stuff. It's like, and the reason why I brought up the political aspect of it is not to go super political. It's just like, that's what I've always noticed as a connection between the two. Like, this also happened when it was revealed that Disney was going to merge with Fox. Like, people were thinking like, whoa, we might actually get a Iron Man versus Fantastic Four movie. Is that the first? What? Are you like?
But again, the comic book fans, what I've learned, are very selfish. They only care about the comic book part. Anything else, they don't give a crap.
Lord of the Rings. That's Warner Brothers. That makes, good Lord. I would imagine J.R. Tolkien's books, and this guy's been dead for, good Lord, how many years at this point? makes more money than comic books does. All of J.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings books make more money.
If you factor royalties, what they use for Rings of Power alone in royalties makes more than comic books. No, don't get me started. And Rings of Power was hot garbage. Hey, but you know the family made at least some decent chump change.
I forgot that show was still coming out until you know what I remembered. You know what I remembered that Rings of Power was still coming out when they announced that the season 2 finale had just ended. Where my dad and I watched season 1, I forgot about season 2, and I was like, I'm done.
Okay, dude, how do you turn what's essentially a Lady of the Lake archetype into a girl boss?
Oh, they'll find a way, Jay. Nature finds a way.
No. Don't use that. Don't use that. Don't you dare use that reference. That's like saying not Morgan Le Fay. Was it Morgan Le Fay or Guinevere? I don't know. Oh, that's like saying Guinevere throws herself into the forefront for Lancelot. Like, seriously, actually process what I just said.
Here, I'll bring it up right now for people that just want a kind of a linear breakdown of the things that Paramount would own pending this goes through, right?
Viacom, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Atla, Ed, Ed, Eddie, Johnny Bravo, Boondocks.
Wait a minute. So you're saying there's a chance that Batman could interact with Ed, Ed, and Eddie? You know what?
And here's
makes sense.
And then they become Robins. By the way, Jay, I think you mean Atla, except for season 3, because season 3 was hot garbage.
Good Lord. Wait, are we talking? Which Atla are we talking about?
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Okay, all right. I guess we're having this conversation. All right. First of all,
do not fall for this. He's baiting you.
All I'm saying this. I'm just gonna say this. Yes, season 3 is the weakest of the series overall. I will not refute that.
It was horrible.
From a narrative standpoint, season 3 is the weakest of the 3. But overall, and compared to
weakest Jay, it's weak. It's like an old man that's been leeched. That's how weak it is.
Compared to Legend of Korra, Atla is a bloody masterpiece.
No, sorry.
Thank you. But hey, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. That's perfectly fine. We're all sensible here. But I'm just telling you, a lot of 2000s and early 2010 kids would be pissed off at you saying that.
I don't care. Trust me, I'm used to pissing people off on the internet.
Jared pissing people off on the internet.
I'm the dude that regularly tweets Lois Lane sucks.
Yogi Bear Batman comic.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yogi Bear becomes Bat Bear.
Oh, wait, imagine this Yogi Bear so fucking silly shit.
It writes itself.
Imagine like Bruce and Robin on like a camping trip in a book, and
Bear. Here's what you do. It's a universe where Yogi Berra and his kid are Batman and Robin. They're Bat Bear and Robin Bear.
Good Lord. All right. Well, oh shit. Could you imagine Yogi Bear trying to, okay, like let's say Bruce and Robin are on a camping trip and they leave to go get water or some bullshit like that. You see Yogi Bear there trying to steal their water. Batman comes behind him and just chokes him the fucking.
I got it. Justice League X Game of Thrones.
Didn't they already have that with Dark Knight's
Steel? It's technically that. Yeah.
Do you
really want that?
Yeah. Well, if you said it before as long as you said it before season 8, it's doable.
Likely, Jay, it would be in season 8 with the way Hollywood
This is Warner Brothers. Quality's been something they haven't had.
That is true. That is true.
Not
a lot.
All right, so this is kind of a rundown of what Paramount is going to own pending the merger happens via, government approval. Paramount is now expected to own the following assets and film rights. Assets: TNT, CBS, CNN, MTV, TCM, Showtime, Adult Swim, DC Studios, Paramount Plus, Nickelodeon, HBO, HBO Max, Comedy Central, Cartoon Network. Just on all that alone, people have said this weird argument, all of that just adds value. Okay, CNN adds no one value. I don't know how stupid some of you guys are. If CNN adds value, I must fart out $100 bills.
Okay, first of all, you potentially getting rich off farts alone. That aside, you can only have one logistic daytime network as a major conglomerate studio. So if the FCC and the current administration approves this and this acquisition, hostile takeover, whatever you want to call it, goes through, CNN is either going to get shut down or licensed out. That is the first thing gone. Mm-hmm. Objectively, like let's obviously have that conversation here.
And I also want to make sure I point this out, guys. Warner Brothers tried launching a CNN streaming service, and it failed in a day.
Yeah, it's like it launched and like lasted for like a week, and then there was like it's shut down. And I go,
3 days.
Wait, what?
3
What?
days.
3 days. Yeah, so it couldn't even last 3 days.
These people are so beyond. If anyone thinks CNN adds value, that's like adding. That would be like if I went out and bought a tub of vanilla ice cream and then took a fat shit on it and then told you it adds value to it.
Okay, what is with all the defecation jokes? Like seriously,
I try to be fun. Good lord, Jay. Good lord, man. Showtime. Also, I want to make sure I understand this. Like MTV has been shutting a lot of their programming too. People forgot about that. They just canceled something that their program had forever, like just like a few months ago. You know, Showtime, because I don't know too much about that one specifically, but
Showtime has fallen off the past couple of years. I will say that.
Yeah, didn't they merge with TNT at some point? Because Showtime had a streaming service, and that merged with TNT at some point. CBS, well, that's Paramount anyway, so that's not really that bad. They actually already kind of own that anyway. DC Studios is the big one people want to point out. It's like, okay, guys, here, James Gunn has a contract that lasts until what, 2027? It pretty much means when Man of Tomorrow. So like Man of Tomorrow comes out, that's pretty much the deciding thing right there. Hypothetically, Man of Tomorrow performs box office well. I doubt it will. Who knows if it will? Probably won't. Maybe they keep him. Maybe, probably not.
What I've said is like, let me put it this way: if all of the other, if the DCU projects fail or like underperform, he's gone. They won't renew his contract. If like, let's say Man of Tomorrow still performs and like the other stuff doesn't like perform, then I could see them like keeping him on, but giving him much less freedom. Like what you'll start seeing first is them green lighting projects from A-list characters that people would actually show up in a movie theater to see.
Priority.
Yeah.
Okay. I will give Creature Commando some credit because that was a transition project that was going to carry over regardless. That's basically My Adventures of Superman. That's a transition project that was going to carry over regardless. But anything else is basically a Guardians of the Galaxy movie just in DC skins. Like he is a one-trick pony. Like from a creative standpoint, he is a one-trick pony.
Yeah, and it's this thing that people need to understand. Like,
you're gonna join for what they are. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. You're good, man. No, because James Gunn brought this up when he first got hired to be the Kevin Feige of DC, when that was the biggest job that everyone was trying to fill in Warner Brothers at that moment in time. He even said that when a new company hires someone, they want it to be like their vision. They like essentially, you hire a quarterback, you want that quarterback to, you envision what a quarterback is for your football team. He even made that reference. I remember like it was yesterday when he first got hired. So hope you'll understand, after 2027, if they extend this guy, that's kind of up to, like, it really just comes down to if this stuff performs very well. And I just don't know if that's going to be happening with Man of Tomorrow. I mean, the fact that people lie about his movie performing very well box office wise, it's like, yes, it wasn't a flop, but it sure wasn't profitable.
Not counting
according to Netflix, it underperformed.
If you factor merchandise, it barely broke even. If you include merchandising, which we knew was going to happen. The point is, it's a bad movie. No. What you have to calculate with this is both domestic, in-country USA theaters box office and international. First of all, the biggest box office market on the international scale is China. That's just an objective truth. And China barely approves anything on the international market unless it's heavily censored just to get through regulation.
Yeah. And I want you to point out, because I know you guys on Jared's show always talk about how the media in comic book world lies to people. I know you guys did this. I saw the episode you guys did. Do you guys remember when all these outlets literally had headlines? The headlines read, if James Gunn's Superman doesn't make $1 billion, that is a failure.
Yeah, exactly. And then all of a sudden it's like, no, it doesn't have to. This is that they were concerned when the amount of money it needs to make in order to be successful started getting lower and lower and lower to the point where they were saying, well, it doesn't have to make a lot of money. The fan base just has to like it. I'm like, what do you mean it doesn't have to make money? It's a business.
The
Like,
Chinese
what are you
box
talking
office-
about here?
No, let's actually talk about that because the Chinese box office practically carried them through the 2010s.
Bro,
Let's
out here
be honest.
folding.
Aquaman
Yeah.
made $1 billion because of China. So I'm like,
Bros
wait a
out
minute
here, dudes are out here folding like lawn chairs. That's fucking folding. Like, I remember media outlets literally saying, if this movie doesn't make $1 billion, it is a failure. Then 4 months later, after it had its box office run in the theaters, they're like, you know what? The money that it made, that's good enough. You guys just said it was going to be a failure if it didn't hit. It had to hit that threshold for you. What changed? I know what changed.
They said that like Man of Steel was like a failure because it didn't reach that. They said BVS was a failure because it didn't make $1 billion. So I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Please act consistently, because if you're saying that a movie does not have to make $1 billion to be successful, then we can say that Man of Steel and BVS were successful because they didn't make $1 billion, but they're pretty enjoyable.
By that
So I'm
old
like,
metric.
what are you
Now,
doing
granted,
here?
Man of Steel gets a lot of flack for being too grimdark compared to what Superman is supposed to be. But as for BBS, they were just trying to catch up to Marvel. Way too much setup too soon. You forced Doomsday into your sequel fight. First of all, this should have been Batman v Superman should have been a world's finest movie. I'll always say that. Second of all, you don't rush Doomsday at the main villain. That's basically the Superman equivalent of forcing Eddie Brock and Venom in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 3.
What we need,
it's forced.
What we need is Morbius 3. That's what we need in our.
Yeah,
our
that's
life.
what we need. It's Morbin time.
We need a Morbius 2. But no.
But it's like
outside of
the
that,
other thing, the most hilarious part, MSK, is that the media also had this little gem. Are you ready? It said that like the majority of people on Twitter have never read all those accounts that say like Ashley reads comics, blank reads comics. They don't read comics. They just post panels out of context.
Yeah, and I read that and I was like, gee, you think?
Yeah.
You think people on Twitter actually read that comic in which that panel was in? No, they didn't. They grabbed a panel that reinforces their narrative, whether disingenuous, intentionally or not, right? And the thing is, what's weird is that people reference that Forbes article. That Forbes article doesn't even tell you where they got their profit from. It said it got profit from where? From where? Out of the sky? Out of the sewers? Profit where? Because usually when people say I got profit somewhere, they usually say I got it from selling the rights or X thing. And it's just like people need to understand, as Jared and Jay pointed out, movies have to make money. Someone is not going to invest.
It's not a charity.
$200 million. Yeah, like I'm not investing $200 million into something to break even. Keep in mind, guys, breaking even is considered a loss to these guys. It's not a loss business wise. It just kind of means that you didn't gain anything, or you didn't win anything. But that's a loss, though. If you didn't gain anything out of investing $200 million, that's a failure, in my opinion. That to me is a failure, personally. And keep in mind, if you're looking at a spreadsheet and you spent almost $300 million in a movie and it's got what, 616? No, yeah, it took in 616. That's not good enough. Our theaters here, guys, take 50% of those ticket sales. Keep in mind, it's renegotiated every year. They might take more now. They might actually take 60 now. Who knows?
It could go up, it could go down. It just depends on the market.
It just depends on the year, right? And keep in mind, since movies don't make a lot of money like they used to, that ain't 50% anymore. That shit's probably like 55% now.
At least.
There's no way that's 50 anymore. I can't believe that shit, So keep in mind, here, I'll give an example. Everyone was praising Minecraft for almost making $1 billion. The amount of money that Minecraft made is the amount of money that they wanted Superman to make. That's the amount of money. If it had made 913, people would have probably been like, all right, that's pretty good. That's really good right there. That shit made 616. That's
by the way, less than Man of Steel.
It did make less than Man of Steel, which came
out not by much. I think it was like a $10 million.
How much is Man of Steel? 666? Oh God. Yeah. Nope. 6. God damn it, Jared.
667, I think. The point is, it made more. So I'm like, wait a minute. So if we're going by money,
yeah,
I wonder which is the better Superman movie. But the point is,
oh good lord.
The point is, it's like when people, the constant change, the constant like, okay, no, it's successful because of this. It has to make $1 billion. It's not gonna make $1 billion. Okay, it has to make 800 million. It's not gonna make 800 million. Well, it doesn't really have to make money in order to be a good movie.
That's always the conversation. Like when it doesn't meet that initial goal that everyone said, it's like, well, but it didn't have to make $1 billion. You said it did.
And then it's, remember, there's a Supergirl movie coming out.
And to answer Mr. Milk Toast's, first off, welcome to the show. Shout out for responding to us so far. But if Supergirl does Black Adam numbers, that would be considered a win.
You know what's crazy? I actually think it will. I think it'll do, because Black Adam did 393. Think
just under 400 million.
I think Supergirl is gonna do what Venom 3 did. Didn't Venom 3 do like 430? I think
420,
it will be like
425,
yeah.
But I have to look it up. I think it was 425.
Because the logic that Superman's success will translate into Supergirl's, that would make logical sense. Why? Like, and keep in mind, in the comic book movie landscape now, there's no reason to believe that Supergirl's box office is going to be impacted by Superman's. Like, we might be in a world where the Sony Spider-Man universe is in, where they thought just because Venom performs very well, then that means that every other movie performs very well. That's not how that works these days. Like, Superman's success, and that is mega quotations in there, mega asterisks in there too, could just be Superman's success. That has nothing to do with Supergirl. And I believe Supergirl is a known character. People know who Kara is to some extent. But
yeah,
can she carry? Like, I just don't. Like, I think max it's a $400 million movie. Keep in mind, guys, if that movie's budget is revealed to be $200 million and they spend $100 million in marketing and it makes $400 million box office wise, keep in mind, minimum, that would be bad. That's a flop. That is not just that's a mega flop.
Because again, when you factor I'm sorry to cut you off, MSK.
Oh, no, you're good. Go ahead. You're fine.
When you factor marketing and distribution, you have to make bare minimum double just to make even. And that includes the marketing.
Yeah.
So let's actually follow that analogy. If you have a budget of 200 million, you have to make almost 500 million or bare minimum 475 just to break even.
And breaking even is not profit. That means you just
you balanced out.
Yeah, that's at most you balance out. And keep in mind, theater tickets. The theaters take a percentage.
Distribution.
So I'm not a math guy. Jared, you guys are. 50% out of 375. That's what and keep in mind, now you have to make more on top of that. So you give the theaters, their money. You used to have some of yourself. Yeah.
Remember when the movie's budget leaked and it was over $375 million and Gunn's like, that's not the budget.
And keep in mind, even when they lie about these budgets, let's just say it was $300 million. It didn't do what that's not anything anyway. Even if it was $300 million, you still, in a lot of people's minds, failed. Like that's the thing. It's like the same thing happened with Brave New World. They're like, no, but the movie's budget is only $180 million.
That's a bloody lie.
And even if it was, you still failed. Imagine lying about the budget and you still fail.
And still failing at the lie. That's the funny part. That's how much you suck at lying.
Imagine lying. You're straight up literally lying for free. Like actually lying for free. There's no gain in this. I know you're lying, but okay, I'll play your game. Your movie cost $300 million. 616, guys, is not good enough. Keep in mind, guys, there's this thing in life, not you guys, but there's this thing in life called not good enough. That's not good enough. I'm sorry. Whoever convinced you that's good enough is, well, I don't know who convinced you of that, but you're a moron if you believe that. Going to the film rights, Paramount will get Star Trek, Gremlins, Beetlejuice, DC Comics, Tom and Jerry, Harry Potter, Citizen Kane, Transformers, A Quiet Place, Looney Tunes, no, not Looney Tunes, Looney Tunes, The Conjuring, Mortal Kombat, Game of Horrors, Game of Thrones, Mexican the Explorer, Dora the Explorer. Sorry, guys, these are just landing by themselves. Mission Impossible, The Lord of the Rings, SpongeBob SquarePants, Avatar: The Last Gay Bender, because that show was always nothing. Sorry, I'm joking. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Dune 3, Minecraft, and Monsterverse. Now, keep in mind, the Monsterverse company with Legendary, they actually left Warner Brothers because of that. Because of that 2021 bullshit they pulled. So technically, Paramount gain is their Warner Bros. Loss,
Yeah.
I think it's your subscriber, Jay. He says, how much does the budget needs to be to okay, so essentially you don't even have to make $1 billion. You essentially just have to make profit. So essentially, if your movie costs 60 million and the marketing on that is 40 million, so $100 million, you bring in, so essentially you bring in $600 million, you're probably bringing profit. You know, nothing crazy like that. Like, so a horror movie, for example, they have their lower budgets, they have their lower marketing, budget.
They'll do decent.
They'll ink out bigger profit margins based off of their, smaller budget and smaller marketing budget. So, like, Superman is $200 million, right? Marketing's $100 million. So you do what? 300 times 2.5. Here, I'll just put it on screen now. I might have porn on this, so I need to take this down. I don't have porn on this, Jared. Why would I do that?
Because you're you.
I don't have porn. I go to church and get on my knees for my pastor. All right, so here, I'll just give an example here. Here, so it's $200 million, right? Now, plus $100 million for Superman's budget. This is its budget and marketing, okay? So then you do times 2.5, which has always been the industry standard, okay? That means to break even, that movie has to make $750. That's the break even. That's not profit.
Bare minimum.
That's a bare minimum. So that means right there, you have out of that, you would pay the theaters 50% out of that, essentially. So then to get anywhere near the profits, I would price it 900, probably 900 is probably 850 minimum, 900 highest, because you have because like a $300 million budget movie would be like the most expensive movie ever made. So like here, I'll give an example of how people can lie about it. So Fast X, right? So Fast X had a budget of, I'm not shitting you, almost $400 million. I'm not shitting you. I'm not kidding.
Mostly in explosives, but continue.
And that movie took in $725. And Universal is still to this day trying to tell me with a straight face that made profit. Do you guys think a movie with a $400 million budget taking in $725 is good enough?
That's an honest to God lie. that is a major.
And they try to lie on DC about it. What was the Flash's break even number? It had to make $720 to break even. So the Flash needed $720 to break even, but this other movie needed $725 to break even with a higher. But no. That's when you know they're always talking some bullshit. These big movies, these big blockbusters, they need these big numbers. And keep in mind, that's not me being like, hey, the movie's quality is affected by that. I'm not saying that. That's a whole different conversation. If you're financing a movie and you're putting down $300 million, I needed some money back. I need my. It's like that Stewie meme in Family Guy. Where's my money at, man? Where's my money?
Oh my God.
I need my money.
Use both my knees. And
once again, remember MSK. It's like everyone apparently worships James Gunn in Hollywood, and I'm like, no, they don't. They're
stop. Aren't they called gun gooners? That's the funniest thing ever. Calling someone a gun gooner.
Well, it's like even there's this narrative in Hollywood that creators are just lining up to work with him. Everyone loves him at Warner Brothers, and I go, horseshit.
Everyone's just lining out the door, just being like, yep, got to give me some of that James Gunn cock. It's like, all right, I guess you people are crazy. Here, oh my God, this is Wikipedia, but it kind of reinforces the thing here. Okay, so here, I'll give you an example. Here we go. So, Fast X's budget $378. That's not even marketing. That marketing could be like, if we're factoring it just $100 million as a bare minimum, that puts it at $478, and it took in $714. There's no way in honest God hell that made profit. If you think that made profit, you know what? You must believe in flying pigs and tooth fairies. Which
I would say it was a mild loss, but a loss nonetheless.
A mild loss.
It's a mild genocide, but it's a genocide nonetheless.
I might have burnt down 4 of my houses to finance this movie,
but it's a minor burn. Don't worry, it'll heal. It's minor torture.
I might have just lost all of my kids' college funds, but
there's a Geneva Convention joke in there somewhere, but I'm not gonna say it.
I think James Gunn stands call themselves Top G. No, only I call myself that. Only I call myself that.
No.
That's a good one. Not gonna lie.
I'm not doing the James Gunn went to those twink parties. I'm not doing that one. Nope, I ain't touching. I ain't not touching that. Nope, not doing that. You know, we call them twanks back in my day, but also the same. Perhaps they are counting after theatrical money. So
Pure merchant.
yeah, what? I'm gonna drink. You guys talk for a second.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sure. Go ahead. Pure merchandise alone does not redistribute box office costs or distribution.
The
That is
merchandise would have to
separate
sell up the yin yang
Yeah.
for that to work.
And that's even if it even is a factor, because like you said, merchandising is just post distribution costs.
Mm-hmm.
And here's another example: Brave New World. That movie, granted, that movie was going to flop regardless, but that movie's budget completely ballooned with the reshoots and then restructuring everything from the ground up. We could have got high tier casting like Carl Exposito. I would say, okay, which would you say was the bigger production hell, The Flash or Brave New World?
Flash. That was in production hell for 10 years.
I was say, Brand New World. People don't remember. We were covering that. That movie got restructured and scrapped like 4 times from the ground up.
5.
The Flash movie was announced when the Flash show premiered.
That's true.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's true. Now, granted, development limbo is different from production hell. There is a difference.
Yeah. But could you imagine that Brave New World movie was just fucking nope, not good enough. I imagine 5 times scrapping that pile of garbage and then it still comes out bad. Holy shit. So this is something that a lot of people bring up. So I'm not even saying you can't count that as a different revenue stream, but that's all that is though. Like that to me is just a different revenue stream. But did a movie perform at this moment in time? And keep in mind, if it did make profit, it'll be a yes or a no, depending on which movie, a case-by-case basis thing. Because I know people like to bring up like, well, it performed very well on VOD. It's like, well, we don't have those numbers. How would we prove that? I can't. With these numbers, I could at least tangibly show you, hey, this is kind of something here. When a studio goes, hey, our movie performed very well on streaming and VOD, got any proof
that
of
doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, and like, keep in mind, how much are you charging? Keep in mind, if you don't actually show
trust this, bro, just trust us.
Like Netflix always says their newest movie is the best movie ever in the top 10 on their streaming service. Guys, I said every movie though. You're telling me that every movie is the best on your platform? You don't say. Biasism. But I don't know. It just depends on if you count that, then it can do that. But keep in mind, out of theatrical money could mean like VOD sales, oh my god, merchandise, like Jay Heat said, like toys and all that other stuff. But there's no way of proving that because they don't give us numbers for that. Mm-hmm. So I can't tangibly say, hey, it did good in that revenue stream without numbers in front of me. Because when I'm just talking out of my ass, be that Dr. Manhattan mean, I just made it up in my mind. Mm-hmm. Source, I don't know.
It exists in one reality, much like this one.
The closest example I can give you, Walter, is the Star Wars prequel trilogy, because those scripts had to get rewritten a couple of times, and they still did decent at the box office.
Like I know standard rewrites are just a part of movie production.
Yes, it's a natural process. It's part of the process.
But dude, it's the same thing. Like when do you know like movies are mega delayed? And when whenever they come out, they're usually always pretty bad. I don't know of any movie that's been like super mega delayed that's always come out that's good, honestly. You know?
I mean, with everything DC with Walter Hamada and the whole corporate civil war they went through in 2022, the Flash was going to be used as a means to reboot. That's really all you need the Flash to do. But instead of telling Flashpoint verbatim, now that doesn't mean you had to include the Atlantean Amazon war, blood feud, that whole thing, which caused essentially that apocalypse. But if you're adapting Flashpoint, why are you only taking? Okay, let me just drop the pretense. Why wasn't Reverse Flash the main villain? You had one bloody job.
Or why do you completely change the Wonder Woman story and and bastardize it?
Now, some of the I will do counter, because again, one, if Wonder Woman is supposed to be a feminist icon and her Flashpoint doppelganger sets off World War III over a political love affair gone bad.
That's not what the actual story is, but okay.
But that's what the common perception is. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because of that bullshit movie.
Hey, be nice.
Flashpoint Paradox as a movie was pretty good for what it was.
Except for that part.
Good Lord. Oh, it's only just that part. So Jared's like, it's a 9 out of 10, but the Wonder Woman stuff.
It's a 7 out of 10.
Good Lord. I do need to rewatch a lot of those movies, though. I watched them a few times. I will say those Batman ones were, when I tried rewatching those were not good. Also, the first one with Damian is passable. That one where he was fighting him in the Court of Owls, that is the horse shit. The one where you have Batwoman and Talia. Oh god, some of those were not as good as you guys remember, but some of them, it's half and half. There was half that good and there was half that weren't good. But we'll say the effort in their animation movies were a lot better than their live action ones. I'll tell you that. So they always have that. But before we do the review, any more questions, guys? There are 80 years of DC comic stories to draw upon. Why keep drawing from a handful of modern miniseries? Because these
writers haven't read the history of DC. They could care less.
It's literally just the writers. Like the writers that they're tasking, these people don't know the source material. And you don't even have to be a mega expert. Just the fucking internet. You could just look it up.
Research. Just take the time.
I don't even care if you read the books. I don't care if you buy them. Literally just look it up. It's not even that hard. It's called the internet. The internet. Believe everything. But I don't know. Who knows? It turns out when I blow my wife's back out, she leaves me. No.
That aside, Cameron says, to be fair, doesn't Thawne need setup? No. Thawne is basically Syndrome from The Incredibles. You do not need a full movie to set up Thawne.
No, Thawne is set up himself. You introduce him, he does the setting up.
I am the setup.
And now, in terms of baiting Barry to go back in time and actually, the Flashpoint and save his mom and all that, yeah, but you would need a whole film for that. Even Flashpoint Paradox can tell you only need a 5-minute sequence.
Yeah, when people said like, "Oh, the Flash movie didn't need Thawne," it's like, are you fucked in the head? What?
Thawne instigates the whole thing. Yes, Barry goes through with it, but Thawne gets in his head.
They didn't even have Thomas Wayne. Like, bro. Yes, people. Yes. Flash's greatest villain does not need to be in the movie. Exactly. I agree with you.
Now, replacing the I have to bring this up. Replacing the Amazon Atlantean Civil War with essentially Zod's invasion and just a retread of Man of Steel, but with Supergirl. I mean, yeah, you still need a global conflict for everything to go to hell in a handbasket.
That's true.
Yeah, so you still kind of need it. I could have forgiven all of it, if Barry officially learned his lesson at the end. Or the very least, you recasted Ezra Miller. At the very least.
Well, here's the way you could have fixed this. A way to help is that instead of having 2 Ezras, why didn't you just, and this is the one time I'm going to say this, have Grant Gustin as the other Flash? You couldn't do that?
Avoid internal brand confusion, Jared.
There's already internal brand confusion with 2 of them because that's not how time travel works. That's not what Flashpoint did.
Also, that movie's just awful, but I almost laughed unironically out loud when they said they failed like 50,000 times in that scenario. This movie's so. How do you time travel and you mess up 50,000? What is that? We messed up like 73 times or something like. How do you mess up the same?
One
scenario?
of those you should get right. I feel like one of them.
I get what they're trying to say that the death of Nora is a fixed point and breaking it or preventing it is a bad idea. But
How
do you fail that many times though? I just don't get it. In my mind, I can't comprehend that. But
I mean, after the first few, you could have gotten to that point. All right,
we'll answer Walter's last thing, and then we're gonna do the review.
Got it.
Why do you guys think? Who do you guys think will be the villain in the Batman 2? I'm gonna be pissed off if it's not Hush. After they basically tease the idea of him,
Hush, and then 3 is gonna be Court of Owls.
Hush is doable if you trim the fat. If you trim the fat, Hush is very doable. Because if you don't include the tie-ins, if you don't include the Jason
Superman,
Todd, if you don't include the Jason Todd fake out, It's basically Hush is basically a modern
So
retread.
essentially, if you don't include key components,
Well, here's the thing. The one key component of Hush that I would love, just keep the part where Catwoman throws Lois Lane off a building. Just keep that part.
why
Don't
are
have
you
Superman. Just have her throw her off a building. That would make everyone happy.
I will say this though. I will say this. Hush is just a modern retread of the Long Halloween. Think about it. Think about it. An overarching murder mystery, a cabal of supervillains getting together in the chaos. Batman uncovers a larger mystery, which ends up being a personal issue when all said and done. You're just replacing Tommy Elliott going bad, or this original character going bad with Riddler behind the scenes, with, depending on the version. Now, again, depending on the version, Two-Face going bad, or at least taking the hit for being the holiday unaliver, and his wife fleeing skipping town, vowing never to be seen in Gotham again. Because if you go purely by the Tomorrowverse version, it was Gilda, and then Bruce looked the other way, like, hey, yeah, the Falcones, Carmine, everything that happened to you, leave town and never show your face in Gotham again. I haven't read The Long Halloween in a long time, RIP to Tim Seeley. So I don't know I don't know if Gilda actually does end up, being the culprit and leaving town in the original book, but I know in the Tomorrowverse version they did.
Lois Lane is the original strong, independent woman.
But
She's not.
Throw her away. No, I love me some Lois. She has some nice boobs.
But like I said, Hush 2 like I said, it's doable if you focus the story solely on Bruce and Tommy Elliott.
I would say, yeah. Here, I'll probably say this. I didn't. No, because that'll be my opinions on Robert Pattinson's Batman. I'll say for the Batman 2, the best idea is probably to do. They're not gonna be able to do a Long Halloween.
That would be ideal. That would be ideal. Ideal would be Long Halloween.
What they're gonna do.
Long Halloween, they would have to divide into two parts, like they did the animated version. Honestly, to do it right.
Yeah, because doing it in one movie, there's no way.
Unless they're gonna make a 4-hour Batman movie, yeah, you can't properly do that. Call Zack Snyder; he'll make a Long Halloween movie. That's 4 hours.
You would have to make Long Halloween Penguin season 2.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
featuring Batman.
I'll say, because keep in mind, when people were saying the Batman is probably going to be canceled, I'll be honest with you guys. I watched Ron Prince's Batman movie, and I was like, if I didn't get more of this, I probably wouldn't give a fuck, honestly. That's my opinion.
Not like it sets up a story that could be told later. It tells a self-contained story.
Oh, the pacing is atrocious.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. For me, I watched it. It's not like I hate it, but it's one of those movies where it's like, if it didn't come back, I'd be like, all right, cool.
No, it was definitely the momentum DC needed at the time. I'm not refuting that. It just has poor pacing.
A slow movie. Sitting there, hurry up.
No, and that's the thing. And what also gave it new life was the Penguin, because the Penguin, that's some of the best TV we've seen, at least within the past 5 years.
I should probably watch it. A lot of people have said it was pretty good.
It's good. You are missing out, man. You are missing out.
They said they got some hot Chicanos in there. It's like, I love me some tacos. We all know that any adaptation will have little. I don't know.
Now, the one adaptation I will always say is a straight play-by-play for the most part is Judas Contract, and hear me out on this, because it's essentially a Judas or betrayal story. Tone down the quid pro quo undertones with Deathstroke and Terra. If you tone that down, you have a pretty standard adaptation for the most part. Think about it. Teen Titans Go 3 removed it in its entirety. Yeah, and just had it be to where it's just a dark mentor in a direct parallel to what Grayson was going through in season 1. Hence why Terra and adapting Judas Contract for season 2 was an immediate follow-up. If you go by the DeCambu version, it's a straight play-by-play. The only difference is they try to alter it to where Terra develops where Terra is the one kind of basically where Terra
he's like the driving factor.
Yeah, but Slade, but they don't act. But at least Slade doesn't act on it.
Oh God, people. Hey, and before we go to the review, I know Jared wanted to quickly touch on this. The fact that there was a thread on Twitter last week still blows my mind. And it went like this as a caption: should comic book fans read comic books?
And people saying yes, or MSK. Here's more information. People saying yes. Are you ready? We're being accused of being gatekeepers. I'm like, yeah. What the hell?
That's like someone saying, should my doctor have had gone to college to
Medical
become a
school.
doctor? Yeah. Yeah.
Should I go to an amateur doctor? Am I amateur brain surgeon?
Should my doctor had went to medical school to actually be a doctor?
Does my doctor have to sterilize his instruments? Yes, you gatekeeper. Someone can't have access to all that.
I can't do it with people. They're so stupid. And I'm supposed to be nice to these people. I'm supposed to dumb my intelligence.
Oh, trust me, dude.
down.
There are plenty of times where I just want to go onto Twitter and say, F all you. See you later.
Should my doctor have gone to medical school before he performed surgery on me? No shit, Sherlock!
Do you know how many people go abroad for cheap cosmetic surgery? You'd be surprised.
Oh, God. Never change, people. Please don't. I would never have this entertainment in my life if you did. Never change, honestly. Should fans of said product entertain material in said product? What do you think? Really ask yourself, what do you think? Now, does that make you a better person because you read comic books and someone else doesn't? No, but
you know what you're talking about.
That's the key. You would be more knowledgeable, and isn't that what you
all that
want?
you need?
Isn't that the basis of life, is being more knowledgeable on something so you have better conversations? Like, so if you didn't have what we just said right there in that moment, that minute, what would you be doing? Just talking out of your ass, which is what my wife does before she goes and bangs her boyfriend? I don't know.
What are you, Paul or something?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was literally so well done, Jay.
Literally, on League of Comics Geeks, when they announced the Zeb Wells omnibus.
Oh my God.
Ain't nobody buying that garbage.
Well, it's nice to know in case there's another pandemic, everyone has emergency toilet paper.
Now, hold on. Before we crap on Zeb Wells, we'd be here all night. As far as Marvel being petty and spiteful with their editorial staff, Zeb Wells made the best out of a bad situation. Let's at least give the man his kudos, his flowers for that. I'm not saying it's a pity series. It's not a Tom King situation by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah. But he made the best out of a bad situation, and he took it like a champ. I
hope he gets paid hundreds and thousands of dollars in royalties. And guys, do you know why I say that? It's because the comments on League of Comics Geeks when they announced it, or even just you look at them from like a few days ago, someone said, look, caption, those poor trees, they murdered those poor trees to produce this book.
Someone called Greta Thunberg. How dare you?
They're more sad at the trees dying to make the book than the book existing. You just laugh at this stuff. Holy shit.
Oh my God.
Trees. Those poor trees.
Why would you collect that shit show into an omnibus?
People have been asking for way other Spider-Man omnibuses and collected editions. That was in their minds.
No one wants that. That's not what they meant.
Okay, on my comic book channel, I only read the first 5 issues of that series in the trade. That's the only thing I read of it.
It gets worse, MSK.
That's the problem. I think I read the best of it because I think it got worse after that, because there's a moment in this book where Paul learns that Peter is down on his luck, because he always is for some fucking reason. He knows Peter is texting his girl, and then he sees there's this like bill collector there, and Paul goes, I know this guy is trying to bang my girlfriend. I'm going to pay his bills.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay,
Labs Comics fan, it took MSK 11 weeks to read that trade. How slow of a reader are you?
Labs is just roasting you right now.
Actually, not. My power went out in my area, so I didn't have internet. So I just grabbed it off my shelf and just read it.
And it took you 11 months to read.
No, it took me one night, and I was like, you know what? I don't think it gets much better than this. I don't really think it does.
It doesn't. If anything,
it just gets. Imagine it getting worse. That's fucking ridiculous.
I know.
I will
right.
say this though before we move on to Matt Fraction. This is the
Yeah.
last thing I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
When they now say what you will about MJ, making her own title, jackpot, her becoming the new vessel of Venom, which opens a whole new can of worms. Don't get me started on that. But the day that the MJ officially broke up with Paul, even though it was on a Venom title, the fans were crying from the heavens. It was proof that there was a God. No, because I think you told me about this, Jared. Like I would, like I said, I fell off Marvel years ago. But when you told me that MJ and Paul broke up, you were like, there is a God.
Well, here's the funny part about it, MSK. When they broke up, this is how Marvel framed it. There was a window, and then the sunlight is shining through the window, just like Christ is saying, Christ had broken up.
I like how you said no, I don't usually talk about panels that have context in comic books, but I did see the one where she broke up with Paul and she was what did she say? It's not you, it's me. Fuck. You know,
whenever a girl says that, it means it's
right?
you. It means it's you.
I was gonna say that because, like, when dudes are so cucked these days, they're like, no, we mutually broke up. No, that's not how that works.
There's no such thing as a mutual breakup. There's no such thing as a mutual breakup.
No such thing.
That's you trying to protect your ego, bro. That's what that is.
Yeah. Mutually just wanted to stop getting dicked down by this guy. She made that decision. You would rather keep it going, Without electricity, the light bulb that powers MSK's brain doesn't work, so he had no idea how to read. It's not even. I posted the review on the fucking comic book channel. It was there. Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quickly, and I'm gonna do the review. Okay.
All right. While we're waiting on that, yeah. Wonder Woman. Again, have you read the most recent issue of Wonder Woman yet, Jared?
I've read. It's me, Jay Heat. You really have to ask that?
Hey, I thought you fell off this book. I thought you would came to your senses.
No, I first off, here's the problem with being the Wonder Woman guy on YouTube. You have to read the crap one. I just don't buy it. But I bought the Stephanie Williams issues because it's a writer other than Tom King. It's not perfect, but it's better than Tom King. So it's like, what am I gonna do here?
I mean, Tom King did say he was trying to push for 100 issues of Wonder Woman.
No, that ain't happening. Oh, I think he's going to leave at 40. And then I could say, oh, what happened? I thought you were getting 100 issues. Not.
So you would have a 40 issue drop and then a 60 long issue maxi series over the course of like 10 volumes, pity series?
No, I don't think he's getting a pity series because to DCU because he can't write all this stuff together because Gunn's adapting all this stuff. So actually, Gunn giving King more work is helping me because he doesn't have time to write Wonder Woman. That will never not be ironic.
Wonder Woman is one of the golden character as she can't have her title canned.
Well, they're legally required to
publish her. To stay on terms with the Martians.
They don't fully own Wonder Woman. In order for them to retain the rights from the Marston family, they have to publish a certain amount. That's also why we don't get that many Wonder Woman adaptations, because what happens is the Marston family has to approve everything, not comics.
Yeah.
Wow.
That and she has to be.
Wait a minute. Did they actually approve Wonder Woman 84?
Well, it's like, no, here's the thing about that. You could see they could receive a pitch, but in execution, it could be really crappy. That's what you have to realize. But yeah, and DC is legally required to publish Wonder Woman comics. I think they've loosened how many, but I think it's like 4 or 5 per year they have to publish.
Yeah, because she doesn't get all of those adjacent titles like Superman and Batman get. She gets like the main one and then
Justice League.
Yeah, and
maybe Sensation Comics sometimes if they want to expand her world, but they barely ever do.
All right, boys, ladies and gentlemen, comic books are for nerds, and if you read them, you probably don't get laid. But that would be just me personally. All right, fucking hell. Turning into quality content will always be something, and make sure you guys can buy comic books. That means you can buy a bar of soap. Make sure I put that out here. Soap's $1 at the dollar store. You know, so make sure you guys know that. Okay. So you go to
Assuming dollar stores still exist, but that's a separate conversation.
Dollar General, you know, it comes close. You know, pickers and choosers. You got you comic book fans go to cons. You smell. Take a shower. Okay. We know you don't have sex with girls, so that's not gonna happen. Make sure you take a shower, please. You stink. Good Lord, motherfuckers out here smelling like hot ass. Good Lord, smelling like eggs and fish and what?
How would you know what that smells like?
I went to Evo 2 years back to back. Motherfuckers not showering.
Oh, you poor bastard.
Imagine being around a bunch of men, hot and sweaty body heat, just lots of men.
And you're I thought that'd be right up your alley, MSK.
Where's Labs in the chat when you need them?
Nope. Oh,
Come on, Labs. Come on, Labs.
No. I meant this in the most non-homosexual way of all time.
Labs, clip it, Labs, clip it. This needs to be MSK's intro on my channel.
This is lies. This is propaganda spread by Jared and Jaheen.
Imagine we get MSK on the channel, and then all of a sudden the intro is hot, sweaty men.
Asking MSK what sweaty man ass smells like is like asking an Italian how to make pasta. No. All I said was I was around a lot of men. All I said was I was around a lot of men for hours on end. Now we did nothing.
You're around a lot of sweaty men for hours on end.
God. You guys are child. You guys are children. You guys are
sure. MSK, are you sure you want to go down this chain of thought, brother?
Go down on nope. You're not going. Nope. I'm not
you
doing
went
that.
there, not me.
I know it was implied, but I'm not doing that tonight. You know.
Hey, think of it like this. At least you're not Bonnie.
You know, if she said bang me while wearing a ski mask, you know, it's like I don't know. What I have 9 inches. Do you think I fit inside of her? Probably. But who knows? She's probably been expanded upon harder than a McDonald's drive-thru.
And that's why MSK hangs out with sweaty men.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's why.
Like, would the average man have sex with Bonnie Blue?
Labs, I love Labs. Saying all I said doesn't make it any.
No, it does. I called no homo. I wasn't.
No,
like, that doesn't
play it back.
Work.
Clip the playback.
Okay, so just because I'm around like 20 dudes, you have to I'm just like stroking their dicks.
You're around 20 sweaty men.
No, that's me. We're like touching each other. Yeah, I'm just 20 men just jerking them off.
Clip this. Clip this.
No.
MSK wants all the sweaty Batmen. We know you do.
I mog women. I'm buff and good looking. Women throw themselves at me. This would hurt my reputation with the ladies.
What's that? You like buff and heavy sweaty men? Of course you do.
Good Lord. All right. Jared's killing me.
That was great.
Yes, I was around men at Evo and I jerked them all off.
Oh, he was around men who was drinking. Oh boy,
no.
This keeps getting worse and worse and worse
Island.
for you.
Jared, this is not Epstein's Island, okay? We're not that part. The only thing you have that's 9 inches is the dildos we saw. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. First of all, I didn't willingly buy those.
God damn it, this is great.
I never willingly bought dildos. My ex gave them to me. I never used them. Second of all, someone tried to steal my debit card information off eBay and bought.
I love how he went from let's talk about a Batman comic to MSK's obsession with hot, sweaty men.
I never even did. Yeah, you. Oh my god!
Wait, Walter said Jared and Jay. I'm assuming you
ignore that.
I have.
I'll pay you guys enough to read.
You don't pay us at all.
That's true. I'm black.
Yeah, wait, we're supposed to get paid? What are you talking about?
Why are you expecting money from a black man? That's the first mistake right there.
No, like this way. First, pay those sweaty black men, dude. Just pay the hot dudes. Okay?
No, then I'd be Bonnie Blue. I'm not doing that. Fuck that.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, I think Tyler Perry will give you a discount.
Dude.
Oh god, JD, that was high five, brother. That was good. Oh yeah.
You know what's
God.
crazy? On that, what was that podcast that Shannon Sharp had? Fucking hell, Cat Williams on, and he was shitting on Tyler Perry, and Cat Williams said he plays a better woman than a man in real life. Oh shit, fuck. Bro, just throwing it. All right, okay, all right, but no, the dildo story. Before we get to the book, we're gonna review the book. I swear. Someone tried stealing my debit card information off eBay, and they bought 2 black dildos on eBay.
Sure they did.
And they bought a PS5. No, and they bought a PS5 controller. Why? I don't know. I got the money back. It wasn't me. I obviously have a PS5 right there. I didn't buy a controller.
MSK. There's nothing wrong with experimentation.
You know.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Hey, we don't kink shame here, MSK. We don't kink shame.
You know what?
Jay Heat, isn't this a great night? Isn't this a great night, brother?
Oh man, it's a rite of passage, MSK. It's a rite of passage.
We're all just. I don't know about you guys anymore. You guys are black. What am I even saying? My mind just lost it. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Coherent sentences. What the fuck is that?
Wait, last said MSK. How would you know they're black?
You see the receipts. There's the receipt. It says black dildo, 9 inches. I didn't buy these things. Why do you guys think I bought 2 black? What? First of all, why would I buy 2 black dildos specifically? Why would I need 2 of them?
Like I said, experimentation.
Like, good lord, I'm not buying.
Multitasking.
Oh, good lord, you guys are supposed to be on my side. Good lord.
Hey, at least Tyler Perry gave you that discount.
No. that Hawk Tool girl apparently is on Fansly. It's like, yeah, makes sense. She really spitting on that thing. Shit. Oh god.
How about that?
You know what? They all go to being whores eventually. It's what happens.
Last
Sounds like a personal choice. Why would it was on eBay?
Sure.
You guys aren't even listening to me anymore. I said eBay. Where'd you guys get Amazon from?
Search history.
MSK tried to return the dildos.
I didn't admit it. Jesus Christ. I haven't laughed this hard. In a hot minute, man.
I don't like you guys.
When the mail asked, "Do you have any lithium batteries in this package?"
Too far, Jared. Too far.
I'm done.
And then Lab says you said Amazon 3 times. So.
eBay.
No, you said Amazon.
Did I? They're all the
Yeah.
same.
Everyone gaslight MSK. He said Amazon.
God Lord. He tried to return them, and there was that's just shit. If anyone ever did that, that's just someone's feces.
Someone.
That's not. I'm
one
not
of the
me.
sweaty men MSK was hanging out with.
No, not me. I hang out with women. I'm
sure.
I go to bars and I have sex with women. I'm a straight person.
Sure.
You know? I'm as straight as a highway. That's how it works around here.
A bendy highway.
You know, Jared, whose side are you on?
Comedy. I'm on comedy side, bro.
I'm surprised we went this long without a Diddy joke. Not gonna lie.
I'm pretty sure if you brought Diddy around the situation I was in, no homo, he would have loved it. I wanted to do these guys are weird. They can't make eye contact. They talk nasally. They're like, "Hey, dude, you ever play Street Fighter?" It's like, "No, you fucking FAG. I just come here for the love of the game, you stupid idiot." Like, no, like fucking nerds are weird, dude. Good lord, banish them all to the shadow realm. If you can ever do that, you know, when he chads like me around. No.
Oh my gosh, that was the best.
This was fun.
Oh my god! I don't think I've ever laughed this much on this show ever.
You guys implied all that. I'm sitting here like just tanking all the aggro, like what Goku does in Dragon Ball Z when he's dodging all the attacks. I'm like just dodging all this stuff. And no one's checking out that. This is a propaganda channel. That's propaganda. Do not check that out.
MSK.
I know what I'm doing after this.
MSK.
I think you guys shouldn't do that. I just implore you not to.
MSK. I'm gonna be honest with you. Try not to take this sitting down.
All right, I can't do it tonight. He hasn't had a good night's sleep in years. He can't.
Oh my gosh, Jay Heath, that was so good. Oh my god.
Walter, supposed to be on my side, okay?
All right, I'm done.
MSK hasn't had a good night's sleep in years. He can't sleep for hours straight.
Okay. Honestly, God, I'm done.
Okay, I usually don't laugh at their comments because they're not funny, but there was one time I did because WZ said, "Who gave this man the internet?" All right, but yeah, nerds are disgustingly weird. They just can't do it anymore. But I do. What is wrong with women these days?
MSK is trying to deflect real hard now.
No, dude. Even on Valentine's Day, I came back to my house and this old lady wanted to come in my house and suck the soul out of me, in Minecraft, allegedly. So, you know how these things go, guys.
Jared, if I didn't know any better, I dare say he's overcompensating for something.
I know, right?
No, wait a minute.
Well,
no.
MSK's life philosophy is size matters not. It's how you use it.
No, that's what OnlyFans women say. I will always say, if you're a girl, if a guy presented you a situation, 4 inches or 10, there's no way she's taking 4. Because she's like, motion and ocean, oh, fuck off. 4 inches ain't going to do nothing. But how would I know that? Because I have 9. So I satisfy women, actually. Me thinks the lady don't protest much. Hi, Debbie Z. Yes. Let's get to. We should probably
review a comic. Were we supposed to review a comic?
Yeah. So Jared and Jay, he just made fun of me. You know what? I'm offended.
You made it so hard. You made it so easy, brother. Come on.
Jared, you almost walked into that. Honestly,
no, I know. I caught myself. I caught it. I was like, nope. Back off. Wave off.
I'm just gonna go cry.
Hope you feel better, MSK.
Fuck
Hope
off.
you feel better.
I hate all of you.
Oh, come on. Go to your safe space. Come on. Put on your blue hair.
No. We're not liberals here, Jared.
Were you microaggressed, Jay Heath?
Yes.
No, but I did.
No, he was macroaggressed. That's what he was.
I do find it funny that Grace Randolph this week thought she was the she thought she was the spokesperson for all black people.
I
know. It's so crazy how they apparently they say they're not racist, but they want to just be the absolute authority on what black people think about things. What is wrong with you? Now, to be fair, would I have sex with Grace Randolph? Probably. I could probably blow her back out and make her feel some good things, but she is mentally insane. Which is probably pretty cool.
Well, you know what they say about crazy?
Their pussies are fire. That's what they usually say.
Take it what you will.
Yep. I mean, hey, she hadn't got laid in probably no one's tapping that. That's why she's fucking a lunatic. Like, you can tell when someone doesn't have sex, they act like a complete lunatic. That's her. Wednesday. I'm avoiding all spoilers for Scream 7. Nate was busy and I was really busy this Wednesday. So I couldn't see it yesterday. So I'm gonna watch it on Wednesday, and we're gonna review it Wednesday. Because as you guys know, I love Scream, and I'm gonna go watch it, obviously. Grace has some of the takes of all time, truly some of the opinions of all time. Just she uses her mouth, not in a good way, but she uses it for sure. It all makes sense. Oh my god. All right. Let's have some fun. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master. Good Lord. Good Lord. Breathe. Love. Acceptance. Understanding life.
Promiscuous credit card theft.
We're not doing this again. I hate you.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Now
Or
I'm done.
not. I hate
I'm
you.
done.
I hate
Now
all
I'm
of you
done.
guys. Oh my god.
That's
Getting a
MSK
standing
said to bring all the
ovation.
sweaty guys.
He's getting a standing ovation. What the hell?
Thank you. Thank
Oh,
you.
God.
Thank you. We'll be here all night. We'll be here all night, everyone.
Oh god. All right. I'll be right back. Give me 1 sec.
That's what she said.
JD, we are funny. You know that?
This was a good night.
This was a good. I don't think I've ever laughed this much. Oh my god! Almost as much as when you called Jim Starlin Joseph Stalin.
Hey, like I said, I had a 40 and slip. I don't. Okay, fair enough.
That's quite a Freudian slip, but okay.
Hey, man, all in good fun, man. We roast each other.
Yeah,
all the
I
time.
gotcha. I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha. That's all good. It's all good, brother.
Makes fun of people, but loves Yu-Gi-Oh or League of Legends and Scream, none of which are.
Mhm.
How about that?
League
How
of
about
Legends, yeah.
Yeah. But super.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Speaking of super, though, Jay Heat, it's like I can, and MSK, you two, I can send you guys a free digital copy of the comic if you would like.
Hey, MSK, have
One
you
that I
ever
wrote.
heard? MSK, have you ever heard of the Wonder Bat song?
Nope, don't you dare!
Just
We're-
off the name
we're-
alone, that just sounds Omega level gay.
It is. It is. Trust me. It is.
Like, I
trust me.
think gay people would even go, man, that's really gay. They would go, wow, no. Hey,
So on to
but yes.
Batman.
Yes, we can go. Right.
An hour,
Quality.
20 minutes in a stream.
You stop it. Fuck off. Do not look at these time.
An hour, 20 minutes later.
DC Comics has Batman, Robin, Batgirl.
Nope,
Why
nope,
does it Marvel-
no. Tell us. I know what you're doing. Don't do that. Propaganda. Do not do that.
Wait, didn't they technically do that with Cyclops, Wolverine, and Jean Grey?
You know what?
Yeah, Hickman said that, right? In fact, Wolverine had a door into Jean's bedroom from his bedroom, right? Right? Hickman included a map. Anyway.
Yeah. Because like when other people review comics, they're kind of like nerds. I'm like the looks maxer Chad guy that does it. There you go.
It's like onions. There are many layers.
I will give him that one. That's pretty good.
God damn it, Jay Heat. That's great.
Fucking
I
hell.
love it.
You know what? I can't even laugh at that. That's just like that's one of those mic drop moments. I have a lot of layers, and I was like,
Oh, so I'm sure you do. I'm
Whoa,
sure you
whoa,
were under a
whoa.
lot of layers.
no.
You walked right into that one, buddy. Jared for the assist.
I got
Jared for the
99.
Come on, bro.
I got I got 99.
Stop giving
problems.
us ammunition. We have
Dude.
to review Batman.
Yes, I have 99 problems, and being a comic book fan ain't
You
one.
need self-control, MSK.
He's just projecting. Now he's just projecting.
Wait, Walter, I think it's time we get us some orange oven mitts.
No, please no. Do not. I have oven mitts, and mine are cool.
Sure you do.
I like
Sure
oven.
you-
How would I take hot pans out of the oven? What's my bare hands? Just that'd be horrible. I would scream.
All right, Batman.
Yes,
Batman.
quality. Yes, get your minds on quality. Me focusing on how hot and sexy and good looking I am. No homo. I walked right into that one. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure all those sweaty men you were with were.
You know
were
what?
Thinking about
Speaking of
that.
gay people, I'm just saying that why is Tim Drake dating a dude? Whatever. That's his friend. I don't trust
That's
friends and-
someone's fetish, bro. And the fact that they tried to force that into that Titan show, like MSK, the way that this worked is that between the Titans seasons, I think it's like two and three. That's when the Tim Drake stuff happened. Then all of a sudden they like shoehorn it in, and I'm like, oh no.
And this version of Tim is underage, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just disgusting. Oh god, these people are weird. All right. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. And in today's video, we are going to be doing a comic book review on Batman issue 3. So if you guys have not had a chance to check out our Batman comic book reviews between issues 1 through 2, I highly recommend you guys go and check out our Batman comic book reviews between issues 1 through 2. That way you guys can, understand how we feel about those issues compared to this one. Good Lord. What in the world? What happened? J-Heat, what happened? What?
MSK, let me ask you this. Have you cleaned your browser history lately?
What in the world is wrong with you guys?
Walter set me up for it perfectly. Walter gave me the perfect setup.
I don't even want to recognize the chat people. Just.
Okay, no.
Oh my God.
No, I'm done.
This
I'm
is
done.
so
Honest
much
to God.
fun.
Lord.
Honest to God, I'm done.
I don't even know what the hell he was laughing. I was like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you people? What is wrong? You people all need Jesus. You know what? I don't even go to church. I don't look at horse porn.
Clip that. Clip
I
that.
don't even look at horse porn. What is
Clip it.
Oh,
Clip
God.
it.
Oh man, we're so gonna get demonetized.
Too late for that. That was an accident. I accidentally typed it in.
He admitted it.
Okay.
He admitted it.
Okay. I did it for like
You
shock value.
accidentally typed it. You
I-
accidentally typed out each letter.
For
Wait a minute.
shock
If it was
Oh,
an
God.
accident, MSK, you would have caught yourself about after you typed the word horse. Okay.
Yes, but I did it for shock value. I didn't do it for any like substance.
You don't get to all of a sudden say I did it for shock value.
That's all. What? Oh, good Lord. I write my own narratives.
All right, come on, Batman.
Oh my God, man! I write my own. I decide my future. I
Sure you
rewrite
do.
history.
Yes, MSK.
Your
you have a
future just
real-
happened to be with a bunch of sweaty men. We all know it.
No.
Well, think of it this way, MSK. At least you have a dial of destiny. Thank you. Thank
Oh
you
my
so much.
I'm not going to be here all night. I'm going to be dead. That's what's going to happen. Why are these porn bots always?
Anyway,
following
Batman
me?
3 is horrible. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Right, you gotta go. Not too much time. It's gonna be okay.
Oh God, it's almost midnight.
Yes. Okay. We'll do the review. We'll do outros. We gotta go because I gotta do something else, which is bang my wife. Probably lasts like 5 seconds. So
I'm not gonna make that joke. It's a good one though, but I ain't gonna say it.
focus.
It's an older code, but it checks
J-Heat.
out.
J-Heat, focus.
It's like he takes out a spray bottle and starts spraying him to keep him focused.
Hold on. What's that one catchphrase Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force used to say?
I don't
It-
fucking remember.
It doesn't matter. None of this matters.
That's the thing you should type to those fucking losers on Twitter that are crying about this Paramount merger. It doesn't matter what you think.
Wait, Jared, have you ever watched Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
I've answered this question already. No.
Okay, if we ever do a TV show equivalent of movie night or like a watch stream, Aqua Teen Hunger
actually
Force
not
is
a
the
bad
first one
idea.
we're watching.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Or Aqua Teen Hunger Force, then Boondocks. And the only reason is because I want to prove a point. MSK, you're officially invited to that if we ever decide that.
Hanging around with dudes, not my style. Hanging around with hot ladies.
Oh, come
That's-
on, come on. You were in a room with sweaty men. Come on.
Wait, what?
Wait, hold on.
We know
Hold on,
hanging
what
out
did-
with dudes is there.
Lab said, banging his wife or the evening. Okay, Labs, I got to give you that one. Yep, that was a good one.
What? the world?
Jared, check the chat when you get a chance.
No,
Love
no.
you, Laughs.
Oh, thank you, Laps. He's gonna be giving me a lot of money very soon. He's gonna be Laps is gonna
give
give
you a
me.
lot of something.
No, that's gay. That's homosexual. Laps is gonna give me $1 million. He said tomorrow. So thank you.
But
Thank you.
anyway, isn't it horrible how they keep trying to? How in this issue, Matt Fraction has
Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's go. Okay.
Has Tim Drake's boyfriend lecture Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, we're gonna get to it. Intro. Let's go. All right. Calm, process, success. No, just good lord. I hate you both. Good lord. So, hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. And in today's video, we are going to be doing a comic book review on Batman issue 3. Oh my god, fuck!
Why do you keep muting me? I haven't said
I didn't mute you at
anything.
all. What happened was I dropped the book. Hit it. That's not what happened. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Third time's a charm. We're doing this. Shut up. I know you guys are making fun of me. Don't do that. Don't laugh. Don't you dare do that laughing thing. Fuck off. Don't you dare do these things. Just. All right. Just unmute when you're ready. All right. Breathe. Calm. Success. All right. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video. And in today's video, we are going to be doing a comic book review on Batman issue 3. So if you guys have not had a chance to check out our comic book reviews on the previous 2 issues of the new current ongoing Batman series from DC Comics, written by Matt Fraction with art done by Jorge Jimenez, I would highly recommend you guys go and check out our previous comic book reviews. That way you guys can, understand how we felt about those issues compared to this one. So I reviewed the very first issue of Matt Fraction's Batman Run with Labs Comic Fan, and I reviewed issue 2 with Jared from Comics League. And, this week we decided, what, let's just do these things together as a trio. We brought on a black man. So, that's what we have to do around here. But outside of all of that, all jokes aside, we're going to have to see what we thought about this issue. So I'll say this, issue 1 was all right. I thought it was all right. I liked issue 2 a lot more, but it was it was okay. So far after reading these 3 issues, it's been okay so far. I wouldn't really call it awful, but if someone wanted to call it awful, I probably wouldn't disagree with you because it's all right. So I'll ask Jared, what did you think about this issue? Because I know you had a problem with the way that Tim Drake's friend or boyfriend was talking to Bruce.
Yeah, it's because a lot of this, because Fraction, because it's again, so for background, I had been checking out this run and I had been enjoying it for the most part. There were some parts that I'm I don't know how I like about this, but the parts that I did enjoy about this, first off, were the new stealth bat suit. That was freaking dope. But the other thing, but it's again, when you have this character, it's because Bruce is the rich white, the rich white guy. Of course, he has to be lectured every 30 seconds. And I go, no one gives a crap who Bernard is, okay?
Yeah. Oh man, it was so weird because all the last 2 issues had that. You had that panel that we talked about in the last issue that we reviewed on the channel. And it was Batman had this thing of police brutality makes us more divided, and it's why?
Well, and what the line is anyone the police brutality and a murder puts us on opposite sides of the field, and they go, duh,
what?
What?
Really? Really? That's crazy. Police doing a bad job and people doing crime put us at odds. Matt Fraction, God forbid, you're a genius. But this issue was like, so far, if I had to just grade the run on its first 3 issues that I've read, it's just been all right. It hasn't wowed me. It's just been, I think so far, in my opinion, it's been like treading water, which, if I didn't love Batman as much as I do, I would probably just dump the run. But I love Batman so much that I will just pretty much go through everything for the characters. So, which cover did you guys get? I ended up getting this one right here.
I got the regular one.
Yeah, standard cover. Standard cover.
Yeah. So, Jay, what did you think about this issue?
It was all right. I get, especially if you go off the current solicits. I'm not going to spoil the latter issues and everything leading up to it. But Vandal Savage as commissioner, he's trying to make this mandate to go after the Bat family. It's probably setting up another crossover book, but it's a slow burn. I'll say that much. It's a slow burn.
So we'll start it off right here. So you have this kid who is interviewing his grandma on a smartphone, and the grandma says something along the lines of everybody's on phones all the time. Gotham's always changing. And then it kind of picks off where, okay, so this kid, he is interviewing his grandma, and then he sees something happening outside of his apartment that he lives in, apparently. And then he sees the crime scene from the last issue. Remember, like the crime scene where those 2 guys ended up getting like shot pretty brutally when that one cop went like fucking crazy or whatever, and he shot his partner, Then, as Jared said, Vandal Savage declares war on the Bat family, right? So then right here, he plants a batarang at the crime scene, and then he has the investigator come over. So he's trying to frame Batman for that police situation that happened in issue 2. And then after that, we get to a point where, Vandal Savage visits the black guy who was the partner of the white guy who ended up going crazy in the last issue. And he basically is trying to tell him, hey, since he planted that batarang there at the scene, he was like, hey, I'm going to need you to say Batman was there for me. And if you don't, he'll never say anything ever again. So he tries to, basically scare him into admitting that Batman, was there, even though he wasn't. It was Vandal Savage placing Batman's batarang at the crime scene to make him look like he didn't. Yeah. So then Bruce comes to the hospital with flowers for
Tim.
Yes. And Tim's, I don't want his boyfriend. Is it his friend? What? I don't know.
It's boyfriend.
Megan Fitzmartin. I guess Megan Fitzmartin wanted to pair Tim and Connor, but editorial wouldn't let her do it. So we got this as a compromise.
Yeah. So Tim's friends with benefits. Good Lord. So Tim's friend visits him, and then just weirdly, what's crazy is Bruce should not be taking this level of disrespect from someone. He's like, hey, whenever you and Tim hang out, he always comes back hurt and all this stuff. And, I understand being concerned with someone if that were to happen, but just why should I give a fuck what you have to say? I'm filthy rich and successful. You're just a cum guzzling loser. Like, what? It's just weird how he gets talked to and like by certain people, right? And then we have something on the news that happens where like Hugo Strange is there with this other lady. I think this was the same lady that experimented on Killer Croc in the first issue, where she was trying to get him to like demutilize or something like that, so his brain could come back to a stable position, something like that. So basically, long story short, she wants to run trials on rats, as she says, with her new device she's working on. But later we find out that's not the case, though. So then after that, Bruce ends up sparring with Damian, like telling him, hey, life has a lot to offer. But Damian's such a cocky little piece of shit. I've learned everything, father. I'm focused on the mission. He's like, I'm in the trenches. I'm beating up criminals. I don't need school. You know what? I can respect it, though. Like, once you're already that successful and smart, do you really need to go to school? Like, he would beat every kid up at school. He would slit their throats if they touched him wrong. How about not having my crazy lunatic murderous son be around other human beings?
Wait, remember that one Ed and Eddie episode where Double D ends up becoming the school bully due to a contrived coincidence?
Yeah.
That would basically be Damian if he got royally pissed.
So then after that, Damian kicks Bruce in the nuts because that's how I felt watching M. Night Shyamalan's Trap movie. And then, because Alfred is a hologram in this era of Batman, because in the City of Bane arc for
Alfred
Tom
was
King's
killed off.
Batman run, yeah, Bane killed Alfred, so he's not around anymore because reasons, right? So Bruce says to Alfred, I ever do that to you, Alfred? He's like, physically, sir, no. Spiritually, many times. Okay, all right. And then
That's fair.
we finally see Jim Gordon in the series. We haven't seen him at all in these first 3 issues. He finally appears and he's like telling what's the name? Harvey Bullock.
Wait, didn't he get with Nakano's wife in the previous run, or am I misremembering that?
Fuck if I remember. This is a new run. Whatever happens previously doesn't matter. Wink, wink. So, Gordon basically says to Harvey Bullock, hey, Vandal is, trying to pull off something big. He's declared, the GCPD has declared open season on bats. It's about to get ugly, so they want to contact Batman, but they can't use the bat signal because that would be literally alarming every cop to go after them. And then that moment in the issue that Jared's talking about, where it's like that one guy is talking about bullshit, and Bruce is like, this is like when I love this part of the book. He was like, no, we don't need to do that. Shut up. That's all it takes. You're in the company. You decide what goes on. And then they meet with Harvey Bullock and Jim on the top of the roof. They start discussing the plans and everything. And then what what's crazy is Harvey tells Batman, he's like, "Are you gonna do that disappearing act thing you always do?" And then this lady's about to get hit by that one militia truck after Batman. And he was like, "Hey, that lady's gonna get hit." And he's like, "Really?" He just disappears. Bro's just a master of deception. I love it. Then Riddler appears in the issue, and Riddler was just kind of used as just a mindless thug in this issue. Wasn't the Riddler that I was traditionally expecting, but basically Riddler breaks into somewhere to get a device. Batman apprehends him in this new suit he has. It's a camouflage like ish suit or whatever. And he basically just, beats the shit out of him. Riddler's telling him a bunch of riddles and a lot of this other shit. He doesn't really pay much attention to it. And then the kid that has the footage from the first part of the issue ends up talking to a reporter guy right here. And then after that, we have Bruce heading somewhere, talking to the holographic Alfred. Riddler is mumbling something. Batman's like, all that's gibberish. And then Bruce is like, wait a minute, because fucking hell, Riddler is talking about like K-harm or whatever. And then Bruce is like, oh, well, then, Alfred says, so when is K part of harem? It would be when it's in Arkham, I believe. And, it might be Riddler or Batman saying this to end off the issue. Then it ends like this. When it's in Arkham, I believe the Riddler was telling you that your Dr. Zeller has been using her experimental device on the patients in Arkham, because Dr. Zeller was the one that was using her experiments on Killer Croc in the first issue. So, and yeah, that's how the issue ends. This was a little bit toned down compared to the last issue. The first issue was set up. The second issue was more action-packed, more crime thriller-ish. This one was also a lot more set up too. I liked it, I guess, for what it was, minus the moments with Tim Drake and the boyfriend. That was just really cringe, honestly. I don't know why that has to be interjected and all that stuff. Like, why does Tim Drake need a love interest when he's...
Because do you know who Fraction's wife is?
Considering his politics, I'd probably better off not knowing.
Have you ever heard of Kelly Sue DeConnick? She's the "if you don't like my politics, don't buy my book" lady that ruined Aquaman.
Wait, that's his wife? Are you fucking with me?
That's his wife.
Really? All right. God. To be fair, given how old she is, do you think she knows how to throw it down? You think she knows how to ride some dick? But outside of that, so that's how the issue ends. Well, we find out that Dr. Zeller has been using we find out at the end of the issue that Dr. Zeller has been using her experimental device on patients in Arkham. Then we'll find out in issue 4 what ends up happening. Now, overall, this was a solid issue. So my biggest problem is like, okay, this is kind of going to be what the entirety of his run is for at least the first 50 issues might be. You're going to get a setup issue, action pack issue, setup issue, then like action packed issue. But I'll ask Jay Heat, what did you think about this issue? Like your pros and cons of it.
Pros and cons, it does set up what it's supposed to do, but one of the few cons I guess this would be the biggest one. Let's just say Damian Wayne, for example. Like, yeah, Damian Wayne can't is just that arrogant little kid. But he could be a little shit sometimes. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah.
But if you actually compare him to other books like PKJ's Batman and Robin that recently wrapped up, even Detective Comics, to where Damian's matured past this point, and this game in this main, and at least with him in this Batman book, it feels like if Damian's, I'm not saying it's a retread, but at the very least, it comes across as regressive to where you're making Damian a little shit just to prop up Bruce and Tim.
Yeah, and then like, you know, Bruce is daydreaming when they're sparring, and it's like, yeah, that kind of happens. But usually when I'm accustomed to Bruce when they're sparring, he's pretty like zoned in, like I'm fighting or whatever, you know. So yeah, this was not the Riddler I was expecting, because he is on the cover, so I think he was just gonna have some riddle go on and Batman's gonna have to solve it. But no, that didn't end up happening. He's just that random villain of the week kind of thing. And keep in mind, guys, in comic books, different with TV series, these things are monthly. So when you're waiting for a new installment of something monthly, that can kind of dictate whether or not you think it's paced very well or not. Do I think the series so far is paced very well between the first 3 issues? Yeah, it's paced fine, I guess. But, I wish things were going to be picking up. Also, at the time of us recording this Batman issue 3 comic book review, has been revealed there's going to be a big event coming up in, I'd imagine, this series, right? Because Poison Ivy in her series is also mayor of Gotham, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Poison Ivy's mayor and Vandal Savage is commissioner. So what is wrong with Gotham? Poison Ivy is mayor. Oh, these people are insane, dude. People love torture.
Well, let's see. The last mayor literally ran a campaign on a revenge vendetta for being victimized via collateral damage, only to get cuckolded by Jim Gordon. But that's a separate conversation.
Holy shit! Oh, I mean, also, I talked about this in the last issue I reviewed with Jared. Like, okay, the new Batman Static series, right? Because how black people on Twitter are like, there's no black characters getting ongoing series. I mean, Batman Beyond and Static have a 6-issue miniseries. You supporting that? Oh wait, you're not, because you didn't know it existed.
And it flopped.
Yes, apparently it sucks though, because you think Batman Beyond and Static would do pretty good in the series. You would think that as a pair team up, but no, like so you have 1, 2, 3.
They expect DC to take the hit. That's what they expect.
Yeah, and then you would get like this Harley and Ivy Life and Crimes #1 preview, and it's like this looks kind of cool, I guess, but like you're paying like $4.99 for a title, and you're wasting like what, 5 pages on previews for these other books. It's like a 2-page preview is already pushing it, but there's only there's only 24 pages in some of these books. It's like, come on, man. Like,
well, previews are used as replacements for backup stories.
Yes. And, I would prefer if this was at the end of the book, but it's like all this stuff, all these pages.
Like half the book is a preview.
Like, look at this. This is where the story ends at my hand, and this is how much stuff you get extra right there. All that could have just been used for more Batman story right there. But, yep, it is what it is, I guess. All right, we'll go around the table, and, around the panel, and we'll get our final thoughts and opinions on this. So, Jay Heat, final thoughts and opinions. Anything else you want to say before we head out of the review?
Like, comment, subscribe. Thank y'all so much for enjoying us tonight. We had some laughs, we had some banter, and I'm just glad to be a part of this show, man.
But at this point now, when you had the first 3 issues, did you enjoy the?
Oh, I enjoyed it. I mean,
okay.
Issue 5 was a bit of a fall off for me, but otherwise it's a pretty
decent start.
That's
in a few weeks we'll get to that, and we'll know Jay Heat's true wrath on Matt Fraction. Jared, final thoughts and opinions on this issue. Did you enjoy at least the first 3 issues enough?
Oh yeah, sure. It's like this is shaping up to be a very entertaining Bat thing and a Batman run, because it's been so long, because the Zdarsky run just went off a cliff. So it's nice.
I'm sorry. I have to say this. Matt Fraction is an improvement compared to Chip Zdarsky's, but it's not by much.
Yeah, not by much, but it's an improvement nonetheless. So you know what? It's like, all right, I'll enjoy this. But yeah. As for this issue, yeah, this was short of my issues with the Tim Drake stuff. Yeah, it's pretty enjoyable. I liked it.
Okay. As for me, yeah, the first 3 issues were all right. Hopefully the series gets better and improves from here. So thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers and new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel. If you've not already, leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, and we're going to sign out, guys. See you guys later. Goodbye. Peace.
Bye, Moss.
All right. So we'll do outros and then we'll be done because, you know, that was just the video portion of the show, which will be due as far as like any topics or reviews. All right, so time to hang myself because I'm black. I'm joking, guys. So, it's late. I'm already cracking too many tasteless jokes. We already did enough tasteless jokes here tonight. Don't even entertain that anymore. All right, Jay He Plays. Do you have anything coming up that you would like to let the audience know about?
Yes, I'm recently started my Sword Tour playthroughs again, so please be sure to check those out. I do games, comics, anime, manga, just about everything, really. Also, I'm starting a new series called Wasted Potential, so please get excited for that. And Jared and I also do a collab series together on New Direction, but when we start doing videos for that series again, please we'll let you guys know. But once again, MSK, thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah, can't wait to review issue 4 next week. I think we'll be able to. No, maybe not next week because I'm gonna be crunched for time next week. We'll probably do the show. Probably won't do a review next week. I don't think I'll have time, but we'll pick it up again. Not this next week, but the following
2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now.
Essentially, yeah. Jared, anything coming up that you would like to let the audience know about?
Yeah. So as for me, tomorrow we're talking about Red Sonja, the 2025 movie for movie night. And then Britt and I are talking about Hippolyta's like love interest. I'm talking about the Wonder Woman and Batman Ninja 2 on Sunday. Next week, next Wednesday, I'm talking about Absolute Steve Trevor. And yeah, as far as like all my other content's coming out, it's a lot of Wonder Woman content, but it's a lot of good content, if I may say so myself.
Oh, a little bias there. It's like, yeah, it's good content coming out from the person that's making it. Oh my God, Jared, Jesus Christ, fucking hell. Did you end up reading Absolute Wonder Woman issue 17? I count this week. So 17, right? I think.
Yeah, 17.
And it's amazing.
Oh my gosh. Next week coming up. All right. Really quickly. And then you guys, it's late for you guys. Really quickly. What are you getting next week as far as comic books?
I think I have an omnibus for Earth 2 that I have pre-ordered.
Oh, okay. Wait, which version of Earth 2? Like Earth 2? Wait, we really need to
New 52 Earth 2.
Yeah, we need to do a retrospective on Earth 2 Saga.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
All right, so as you guys can see, I have all these marked. This is very rare too. I usually don't have the first line of books just all marked here, but yeah, Absolute Flash, Superman, Batman, Knockout. Yeah, I think as you guys can see, Poison Ivy's Mare, because they're gearing up for some like big No Man's Land event in the Matt Fractions Batman run. Daredevil, Punisher, The Devil's Trigger. No, not the N-word. No, I can replace it right there. Moonstar, all this stuff. So yeah, we'll have to see how it all pans out. What's the channel, Jared, on YouTube? Oh, okay,
Comics League.
Yeah. So it was great talking to Jared and Jay Heat. Well, we always have fun doing the show, you know. Jared lost his mind tonight. He's gonna end up destroying us all with his mind. Dude. No, it's fine. It's fine. No, just go and decompress after a long day of work. So yeah, thank you guys for coming by and checking out this episode of the MSK Show.